Hey Prima friends, this is take 3 of this video. I just wanted to make today a review / reaction video to the Flesh and Bone series, different than a vlog. If you guys like this kind of videos, make sure you leave a comment down below. This video today is brought to you guys by none other, the Prima Bar, which is my food bar / energy bar, specifically made for dancers. Make sure you order them. Also, the link is down below in the description. Today we are going to talk about the newest kind of Hollywood ballet interaction that's going on, that seems to be trending, which is awesome. Yay ballet in the media. It's a series, an 8 episode, each episode is 1 hour on stars.com. For my international friends, it's probably not available if you don't live in the US, so there are ways to watch the videos. I'm not condoning that. Flesh and Bone is a series about a girl who moves from Pittsburgh for unknown reasons, and she gets into the American Ballet Company, kind of like our movie Center Stage. Sasha Rbth and Rbth, who used to be part of Rbth, who are in the show. I recognize some friends that I know from LA who used to be part of Los Angeles Ballet in the show. And one of the great things about the show is that they do use real dancers. So good for you for not trying to hire actors to play dancers. That's awesome. We're gonna get into some of the things that I liked, I didn't like. I just want to say right away that there will be spoilers because there are themes in the show that I feel are very triggering. So if you are triggering by instances of sexual abuse and eating disorders, this show is definitely not for you. So this show is not for children or teens. I feel like this show is really, it's actually quite horrific in the worst kind of way. It doesn't deal with sort of heads flying everywhere, but there's definitely, it's very gory, and I can't watch horror movies. I really can't. I can't deal. I don't like them. But the horror in this show is sort of like the horror in Black Swan. I watched Black Swan with my parents, actually, I think just going into my 3rd year of Bolshoi Ballet Academy, and I have to say that I was very triggered by Black Swan. I think it caused me to be a lot more bulimic and anorexic than I already was. And that's why I have to say that these kind of shows I think are really hard actually for real professional dancers to watch, because it's so close to reality, because you know, you don't really actually have to accentuate what is the horrors and the realities and the things that go on in the ballet world. I feel like you just have to take some instances and leave them to be as authentic as they are, and they are horrific and terrible. Also a lot of good. So I think that they went in and definitely took a lot of stigmas and stereotypes and just magnified them. And that's why I think for me as a dancer it was really hard to watch. I have to say it's like the 4th night already where I have almost insomnia. I never have any trouble falling asleep, especially if you're a dancer and you're working out. You should have no problem going to sleep because you're exhausted. And I've had trouble sleeping for the past 4 days, and it harkens back to when I watched Black Swan. There are a lot of issues in this that deal with incest, sexual abuse. I think each person in the company has their own issues that you have to deal with. There's alleged sort of money moving around where it shouldn't be moved around. Basically, I think one of the good things that the show highlights is that everyone in the world is hurting. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own battles and their own monsters, and they can be defeated or you can give in to them. I think that the winner of the show, I think Sarah Hay did a great job, beautiful, great dancer. I do have to say that I think Rbth wins the show. She is such an incredible actor, and she looks the part. She is a prima. She is beautiful, and she was one of the people that if I was in New York, I wanted to go see watch. She's so beautiful, and I think she's a quintessential ballerina, and I think Sarah is great, but I didn't really believe sort of the storyline of the ballet. I didn't feel like they showed Sarah's dancing enough, and I feel like there was more of a show. Of course, for what it was, I think that they did a great job, but if I had my own ballet show, or if I was making a ballet show, I wouldn't want to focus so much on the negative. I felt like it was so hard to watch sort of the incestuous kind of disgusting brother character. I'm happy that the ending that there was. I mean, he is a monster. It's disgusting to see all of just sort of the shame, and there was so much nudity and so many sexual innuendos in the show that I didn't feel like it was a real portrayal of a ballet company. Maybe I'm privileged because I'm in Moscow, and there's definitely more of that sort of under wraps, I guess. And I don't feel like you have to look hard in a real ballet company to find sort of the demons, but these were quite blown way out of proportion. And I think that there isn't enough talk about, I think that there should be more talk about sexual abuse. I think that the statistics are incredible. 1 in 5 women has to go through one of these ordeals. And I think that it was interesting that they broached the topic about that going on with guys as well. I think that there's a lot of just things like that, those kind of situations that go on in ballet companies and in non-ballet companies. It's just an issue that there should be more of a dialogue about, and it should become less stigmatized, because people should feel comfortable about talking to what happened to them. And I want to address the eating disorder thing. There is a character in the show that she has health issues because she's taking diet pills, she's anorexic, she's bulimic. And yes, I think there are a lot of those issues that happen in companies that do get put under wraps. I think that if you're in a company and you are open about having an eating disorder, you become a liability. And in the West, I think that you are given help. In Russia, sort of, there's so much, a huge amount of talent that a lot of times, you know, either you deal or you don't deal. I think one of the really fun things was watching Sasha Rbth on screen again, because he was so incredible in Center Stage, and I have so many fond memories of watching Center Stage with Gabe, with Masha, Beck, with Mario, who were my friends in Bolshoi, and that was kind of how we met. Is we knew each other from Rbth Summer Intensive, and that's kind of how we all bonded, is sort of repeating lines of Center Stage, and we felt like we were in the movie. He has such a great body, and he's a really actually great actor. So it was really great to watch Ira and Sasha. I would love to see them in more ballet-related content in the media. I really would love to see a TV show more kind of like Breaking Point or something like Center Stage that is maybe scripted, that isn't having to do with such dark themes, because I think that it would be really great to make content for teenagers, for young dancers, for adults that isn't so disgustingly. We need to take those huge issues and make them sort of like, hey, we're talking about incest on our show. To use ballerinas, I mean, I think that there's so much beauty and there's so much good, and ballet is about overcoming the difficult and the hard, and being able to go out on stage, because we're all flawed and we all deal with issues. If we become victims, or if we wear those outer clothes, I think that can turn us off into being sort of more vessels of victory. I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life. I've gone through a lot of different issues, but those don't make me a conversation with those issues. I want to be a wonderful dancer who is able to give audiences great feelings on stage. Our issues or our difficulties that we've gone through make us better people, make us messengers of the fact that you can keep going, that tomorrow is a better day. But my gosh, this show, I had a very sort of intense reaction to this show, and that's why I wanted to make this video today. If you like videos like this, if you don't, leave comments down below. If you watched the 8 episodes, leave your comments down below and tell me what you thought. I'm so interested in sort of the ballet community and the non-ballet community's reaction to this show, and I'd love to see more content using ballet dancers in the media, because it would be great, because I think the more shows, not like this in the bad sense, but shows like this will want more people to become dancers. Alright, I'm going to end this video. Leave comments down below if you want to see more things like this. If you want me to review things, if you just want me to talk to the camera, I think it would be interesting to change my content up a little bit. Love you guys so much. Make sure to try out the Prima Bar. Make sure you check out all my social media. I update Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook very regularly. I love responding to your snaps on Snapchat. I love tweeting with my Prima friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a normal vlog, and make sure that you love your life. Go out there, live it. All right, bye.